Hello there. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome to this, the 7th of October, 2025. Hopefully you're doing well today. We are back today with, hopefully, what I thought was yesterday, going to be the finale of Phobia. I think we'll probably finish it up today. We'll see. I thought this game was going to be finished yesterday, but looks like we might have to finish it today. Hopefully it doesn't go any longer than that. I do know that Steam is having a lot of issues today. Hopefully it doesn't give us any issues to get into this game. If it does, we'll do something else. We'll figure it out. We do have like the Xbox launcher. Maybe we'll play something not horror on the Xbox launcher. It's been a while since I've done anything off of that. Why is Pillars of Eternity on here? That's so weird. I didn't put Pillars of Eternity on here. Anyways. Let's see what's on the Game Pass, actually. Ugh, Hogwarts Legacy. Stolen Potato. Interesting. Visions of Mana. Anyways, if Steam doesn't work for us, we've got alternatives. But we're going to try to finish up Phobia today, and then if we can, move into something else. If Steam does not allow us to do such, then, you know, we'll do something else. As for the schedule tomorrow, I will be taking off because we will have an early stream for our second round of the... Hey, Jason, how you doing today? Second round of the Raid Train on Thursday at 10 a.m. Central Time. So a pretty early stream on Thursday, so I'm going to be taking tomorrow night off just so I can get some rest for that. Because I don't want to stream late into the evening and then have to get up like a few hours later to do a Raid Train and not have the energy for it. Doing well? That's good to hear. It's good to hear. So that's today will be we'll stream this evening, take tomorrow off, be back with the Raid Train Thursday morning, and then probably do another stream Thursday evening. If we get done with this tonight, we'll probably just do By Sweet Carol. Wasn't here much before. Hey, take care of yourself, Jason. That's what's most important. You don't have to. You're not required to be here. I do appreciate you being here nonetheless. So we'll probably start by Sweet Carol, assuming the Steam fixes whatever's wrong with Steam. I don't know what is going on with Steam right now. Supposedly, certain pages are working, I think. Yeah, I think you can go to like certain pages, but others are having issues. I don't know. Because like I can get to my wish list, but whenever I click on something, it's just like nah. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Steam. But that's fine. Like I said, we got backup stuff. If push comes to shove and Steam's down and we can't do the stuff we have planned, obviously the Raid Train game is not affected because that's on the good old Dreamcast right there. Also, if we have to for Terratober, we already have some backup games that are retro. So Nightmare Creatures 1 and 2 and Blood Rain 1 and 2, those are going to be on consoles as well. So we don't even need Steam to keep Terratober running. So we're good to cover our bases if Steam keeps having issues. But we're going to try to finish Phobia tonight. If that doesn't work out, we'll probably just see if we can check something else out for tonight. And then we'll roll along as we need to. We also got GOG. We've got GOG for games. I'm sure I could find something on GOG that we have that we could probably play for a night if we need to. And I've got plenty of console games as well, so we're a-okay. I promise you we are a-okay. I'm not sure what's going on with Steam. I know I was having issues with it like a couple days ago, but now it seems like everybody's having issues. I'm not sure what the issue. I don't know if they've done an official post on what's causing the issues. But I know there's some people that are not having issues with it. So um, let me see. See if anything's been posted on this. It's rebounding after an outage as of 9 hours ago. Major global outage of October. Oh, yeah, major global outage today. Okay. Disruption began around 2 p.m. UTC. Okay, so 2 p.m. UTC to Central. Let me see what time that was. That started about 9 o'clock this morning. Gradually recovering within a few hours. Massive spikes. So yeah. It's been unconfirmed what caused it, from what I'm seeing. But yeah, it seems like there's just been a major outage today. And it's not clear. It seems like it's just rolling back up for everybody. So if you're having issues with it, I guess just hopefully by tomorrow it should be up. Like I said, part of it's working for me, but we'll see if Fobia runs for me. If it doesn't run for me, then we'll play something else. But anyways, that's what's going on right now. But yeah, so rest of Terratober, should be fine. If not, we've got all sorts of other stuff we can do. I just picked up another retro horror game. So if we have to, we'll throw that in there instead. We've got a bunch of other horror games that I can throw in here that we haven't even talked about. We've got Galarians, we've got Lifeline, I've got the obscure games, I've got Manhunt games, we've got what's that other one that people... It's not Manhunt, The Suffering. I've got the Suffering games. Like I've got a bunch of retro horror games we can play. So believe me, we have more than enough horror games for Terratober, even if we have to go old school and just stick them in the console and call it a day. So all of that being said, I think we'll go ahead and get into the game because I really do want to get through Fobia. I'm ready to be done with this game, if I'm being perfectly honest. It is starting to get to the point of dragging on. So I want to see if it works, and two, I want it to be done. So I'm going to jump into the game here and hope that everything's working properly. But again, welcome in. We are starting a little bit early, about 30 minutes early. Okay, it does seem like it's working. So welcome in. Let me go ahead and get to shout out. By the way, if you guys are not following Jason, make sure you follow Jason Plays. Jason does stream on YouTube and on Twitch. Relatively new to streaming to Twitch, so make sure you give Jason a follow, so maybe get Jason to affiliate as soon as possible. They have lowered the requirements and stuff, so would love to help a friend out. Been rotating, yeah. So make sure you go follow Jason on both of those. Alright, so we've made it here. Did they seriously do this again? Where you have an elevator? Little Nightmares 3, nice. Is that when that comes out? Is Friday when Little Nightmares 3 comes out? I don't remember the release date of that. Okay. Launch date for that? Okay. Currently, I don't have any plans for it. We probably will play Little Nightmares 3, but I don't. Why does it go 1, 3, 4, 5, and then 6? What happened to 2? I guess there's no 2. Yeah, there they can't count. Yeah, but I did say that or see that you said you were gonna do some of it solo and then play with another friend. For some co-op on that as well. So that'll probably be very cool. Yeah, you tweeted that. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. God, this shooting sucks. Okay. Can we interact with any of these computers? Does not seem like it. Can't open that. Usually when it makes that sound, it means that you can see something different.
That's one of the ingredients.
Plasmodium compound.
Too.
Seems working. I mean, just this particular game. I can't speak to anything else outside of that. All right, circle E B double K. Circle E B double K. Wasn't last night. Nice. What's that? Revolver bullets. Bandage. There's nothing else in here. Yeah, see. Pull up the camera, please. Thank you. Alright, so let's put this away, this away. This away. Don't know if I need... Well, let's keep that. Let's put that away. We got a key from Indie Horror Dev that looks cool. Oh, nice! Yeah, usually they don't put time limits on that stuff, but... okay. This. That pistol is some gauze. They said I could play it fully in post whenever played pre-release. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've actually got some codes myself that a dev sent me. That I need to put in and then set up a time to actually play the games and everything. It's just unfortunately there's so much coming out in the end of the year, and I already had Terratober planned, so there are boys doing fine. He's experiencing a bit of pain and late. He's quite resilient. Body's responding to the treatments. Achilles is special. Any damage he sustained heals unprecedented. Yeah, we know Achilles is the lobster-armed boy. So, hi there. You see that, right? It flew off to the right for no reason. Okay. Anyways, Hollowbrook Apartments. Interesting. I might check it out. Like I said, it's just there's so much stuff I already got planned for Terratober and the end of the year and stuff, so I might not get to everything. I always feel bad because it's like there's a lot of indie stuff that's like coming out.
Only one more to go.
Okay, so that's the second thing we need to do this time. Yeah. Yeah, it's usually like the let's stay in here. Oh, I thought maybe that was a hint at something, but didn't seem it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that comes out at the end of the year, and I'm trying to decide on some stuff because I'm like, okay, do I want to play this stuff that like I don't normally play at the end of the year to kind of see if people are interested in it? Should I just stick to like the tried and true stuff? You know, should I mix and match? You know. Okay. Store those, store those. Store that. Alright, so now I need to use the elevator. Of course. I hear something. There you are. The Hollow, its graphics are a bit old school. Oh yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind old school graphics. In fact, a lot of times I prefer it. So.
Okay, now I just need to synthesize the gas itself.
So that seems like that probably will be up my alley. I'll go ahead and write that down. Let me go ahead and jot that down real quick. Hollow Brook Apartments. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll jot that down and I'll check that out at some point. Whenever you do look forward to it, well, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support and stuff, by the way, Jason. I know you probably have a busy schedule and you're doing a bunch of other stuff, so having you tune in regularly is much appreciated, so... Alright. Store that. Store that. Don't have college anything to worry about, so I get all the time. Well, I know, it's just, you know, I've over the years, I've made sure that I try to not only stay humble, but also show gratitude, right? Because it's very easy when, you know, when you're doing this for long periods of time and for years to forget, you know, why you do this and the people that kind of help you along the way. So I always want to remain grateful for, you know, the people that stop in and, you know, whether they're lurking or whether they're hanging out and chat and stuff. It's always appreciated, you know. Because, you know, we don't get anywhere by ourselves as content creators. It's because of, you know, other content creators, it's because of viewers, you know, that we get to do this thing. So I've always mentioned that, like, I never try to turn into one of those people that look at anybody in chat and see them as a number. You know, they're always people to me. So I want to make sure that I maintain that mentality and make sure that people are acknowledged and understood, you know. God, I hate these things. Soon as it's June, it's also stay up for us. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of great people in this space. I talk about it all the time. Like doing the raid train, you know, I always talk about it, how just absolutely insane it is seeing these people, you know, grow and seeing how far they've come, and like it is crazy to me because, like, when you're in it doing the creation and stuff, like, it's very easy to like miss how far like you've come yourself, right? And where the heck is this elevator? Oh, it's down there. And then, you know, get kind of like disheartened and stuff about it. But, you know, when you sit down and you talk with other content creators about, you know, your impact and their impact and stuff like that, you know, you start to realize that, like, no, we're doing a lot better than we know we or think we are, you know. And I talk about it a lot, about how we impact so many people's lives without ever knowing, you know, hopefully in a positive way. But, you know, it's one of those things that I've talked about it before, how where are these stupid bug things at? I hate these bug things. There it is. I don't think I can hit it. It's down there. Like, I knew it was gonna bite me. I remember being viewed only July last year when I started streaming. Yeah. But like, I've talked about it before. I wish I could find the TED Talk. I might look it up and like make a link to it or something at some point. But there was a TED Talk I was shown back when I started college, and it was talking about how like this guy basically was like, if your life has been positively impacted by someone, raise your hand, right? And of course, like 95% of the people in the room raise their hand, right? Because probably everyone has a story in which someone has positively impacted their life, right? And then he goes, okay, now keep your hand up if you've told them, right? If you've told that person that they've impacted your life, right? And like 85% of the hands went down, right? And then he posed the simple question. He's like, and why do we do that, right? Why do we let people not know that they've impacted our life? It's strange, right? And that to me is just the mentality that I always try to keep, not only to make sure that I try to tell people that I'm grateful for the things that they do for me, but also when I'm creating content, just trying to remember that, like, even if no one's telling me, like, hey, you're doing a good job, or hey, you've positively impacted me with your content, just remembering that I am still impacting people with my content, right? Hopefully positively, but, you know, I'm still having that impact even if I don't see it or hear it myself, right? So, you know, and that's just something that I have to keep in mind when I'm doing this. So that's why, and that's also why I try to, even when I'm playing something that I'm not really like a big fan of, I literally looked dead at that thing before I could shoot it. Oh well. that, like, when I'm playing something I'm not a big fan of, I talk a lot about how I literally pulled the trigger. You can't even see that thing. Interesting. What a weird... Like, I talk about how we critique stuff. It's like, you know, even if we're not the biggest fan of a thing, like, you know, we can still talk about, like, the positives of it and the negatives of it, right? Because we still want things to improve. We still want things to be better. Okay, we need one more button. I guess it was the one at the top that I just missed. I had someone I inspired them to do. Had someone tell me I inspired them after I got partner on YouTube. Another person. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's weird, right? Because you feel like you're like, wow, like I never thought I would be someone's inspiration, right? Like I always look to someone else and go, they were my inspiration, and that person, you hear that person say, well, that person there was my inspiration, right? Like it's always so weird because you never think that like someone was someone else's inspiration, right? Okay, so we need to get there, which means we need to go down there. That's the last button we need, but we need to synthesize the thing. And it's interesting because, you know, again, we're always so hard on ourselves about it because we're like, oh, well, obviously, like, we could do better, right? Like, we could make better streams and make better videos, and there's nothing wrong with striving for better. But when you push yourself like that way too hard, and you realize like you're starting to hit that like point of strain. Where's the synthesis, by the way? We need to figure out how to synthesize this thing. Maybe it's through the door. I don't know. We just saved. Like we start to lose like the reason why we do this, which is, at least for a lot of us, is for the enjoyment. I know some people do focus on this from like a monetary standpoint, and if that's why people are, you know, doing that more power to them. You know, do this why you want to. Okay, that's not what I wanted to interact with that for, but growth takes time. Yeah, and there's some people that have found some tricks for it and stuff like that, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but okay, so how do we get over there? That's gonna be the fun part. Definitely want to do gaming content creation full-time as well. Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I get to do this full-time is because of the support of my family. Like, I mean, I'm for one, I'm disabled. I legitimately cannot work. So like that's part of it. But the other part of it is because I have like my family support. That's why I'm able to do this every day. So how do I don't even know where that door is. And like I've been obvious with like I've always been clear with like the content creation and stuff. Like I do not make a livable wage off of this. Like, plain and simple, I do not. Like, to be clear, like, I maybe make $50 every 3 months. Like, that I that's not livable for anything, right? That's like pizza for like 2 weeks, right? A bachelor's of communication after graduated in May. This field is what I plan to use it on. Yeah, I have a I have a bachelor's in fine arts. The specialization is in 3D asset creation and animation, or game design. 3D asset creation and game design. So, I can literally make video games, but... Okay, so where do I synthesize this? Hi. Bye. I need to figure out where I synthesize this, but I don't think it's in here, right? This is just like the server room and stuff. Oh, there's a safe down here. 331. Okay, I missed it. Is that not what that says? Oh, it says, wait. Oh. It's 919. But you have to, okay, so it's 9. And then you go to the right 3? Right 3. 1. To the left 3. And the last one, what was that? 1 to the right. So 9 with 1 to the right. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3. One, two, 3. And then I go all the way to 9 again. I don't get how this works. I might have to look this one up. 3. So it's to the right of 9? So, okay, so this would be like 12, and then to the left of 1 would be, let's say that'd be 0. No, that'd be 4. So 12, 4. Okay, I'm just gonna look it up again. I'm kind of finished with this game. I just need this game to be over, man. Okay, USB. Research room. Not that. Got that. Okay, 39, 31, 19. 39. 31. 19. Thank you. Open, please. Thank you. Overclock energy drink. What? Oh, it's a full heal. Nice. Okay. No keys to that. Okay, so it's down. Okay. Sorry. I'm just looking at the... I was just looking at the walkthrough so I can figure out where we're going. Go here. By the way, this guy is not here anymore. And the reason why the gas is going to work on him is because his gas mask came off. Which is literally something I asked. But we need to go down to, I think, this floor. Okay. Is that the right one? Maybe not. We gotta get to the point where we can mix all of these. I'm not sure which floor that is. I think it's the floor above, actually. Okay, yeah, it's that machine there, I think. But we need to get the stuff out of storage, so. Alright, let's put that away. Need the journal. We need that. We need that. We need that. Where are the... There they are. We need that. Okay. Alright, so let's make the gas. Which I believe we have to do here. Yep. Alright, so, according to the journal, to make the gas, we need 30B, 30, or, yeah, no. Okay, mixture 1 needs 30B, 20P, and 50C. Okay. 30B, I'm just going to write this down, that's why I have a notebook. 30B. Okay, so this is mix 1, mix 2. So 30B, 20P, 50C. And mix 2 needs 80B, 15P, and 5C. This is why we have notebooks. Dispenser's located in the container. Okay. So. $30, $20, $50. Confirm. Okay. That's... Oh, open door. Sorry. My bad. Okay. Compound created successfully.
Just need to make the other compound. Only one more to go.
Okay. Close the door. Alright, now this needs to be 80. This needs to be 15, and this needs to be 5. Okay.
Thank God I have the investigator's notes. Alright, time to head to Underground 3.
Alright, so now that stuff. Underground 3. I don't get there from here, right? Doesn't look like it. So I guess I need to go back up. Universal transporter. That's how we... No. Still don't know what's up with that. Guessing that's probably how we like nuke the facility. Okay. Okay, how do we get to Laboratories 3? Let's see. Because, like, obviously we pushed all those buttons and opened that door, but I don't know where that door is. I think we can go in there, yeah. I don't see any... Unless it's there? Hmm. Maybe it's that door. I think we gotta go down to 4. Okay, go to 4 and then go that way. It says Inciso 2. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we just get it from the... Looks like we can just reach it from the top floor, actually. Looks like we can go down this way through there, maybe. No, that's literally where we came from. So there's no... So there's just 2 doors into this area. Okay. Return to the elevator shop. Go to the take it to the first floor. Step out of the elevator. Make sure to save before you go leaving on the ground. Back up the stairs where you flattened and with the debris. Need to get back to the data processing room now. Okay, so we were actually, I mean, we had to make the compound anyways, but we were. So we need to go back to the data processing room, it said. Where's data processing? Cool. That doesn't help me in the slightest. I think this is data processing. Look at the counter right. I wish these places. Is this data processing? I wish these rooms were labeled data processing. Okay. Go left and enter the researching room. Enter the research room. While in the research room, open the sliding door to the right. It's now unlocked. This doesn't make any sense. I don't think we need this anymore. Probably, I'll keep that with us. Let's do a save. I think we're just supposed to go this way. Oh, yeah, this door. You use the room computer in the monitoring room? Oh yeah, attainment door. Automatic recording of last access. Okay, that's Stephanie. Okay. It tells me we're gonna have to fight
Where
that
the
big
hell
guy.
did Stephanie run off to? I need to use the gas before
Your
that
optional
monster
sacred trail is
comes
continuing
back.
experiments you laid out for us in the departure. Our attempts to improve human form are faithfully executed, however, reconcile the evils perpetrated by unto your son Aquiles. In my attempt to adhere to your principles and teaching, I've turned my boy into an abomination. My devotion to you and your goals is everlasting and questionable, but I no longer bear to live. Aquiles become. Okay, that's Dave or Davi. Okay. Take the overclock, why not? Oh yeah, we're about to really fucking load here, huh? Keep the card access just in case. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they really want us to fight this guy, huh? Oh, I'm gonna need one of these gas masks. Absolutely gonna need one of these gas masks. Okay. There he is. Hello, Aquiles. Wait, are we already at... I'm trying to turn the gas on, but it won't. Fun. Ah, we have to down him and then turn the gas on. Got it. Alright, shotgun time. Yep. Should have just been using the shotgun from the start. This is the pistol is just there to tick him off. So that'll be compound 1 and 2 mixing. So I'm guessing we'll have to finish them off now. Okay. I was like, what's happening? Fading to black. Oh no! He broke our gas mask. Which means we're also exposed to this gas that'll probably kill us. Or are we getting the bad ending because we didn't find all the memories or something? Give him both barrels, yep. Ah, yes. Yeah, just forgot the required slow-mo kill of the final boss. How dare I? Oh, we still got another sequence of Okay. We're back playing Christopher. Okay.
My God.
Hey, look who it is.
What is this? Who are you? Are you real?
It's you. This is all your fault. He never wanted to help you. You forced him to do it. We were supposed to be together forever, and you ruined everything.
I don't...
If no one else wants to stop you, then I will.
Get rest, Christopher. Oh, no, we got saved by the sphere. Unfortunate.
What is this feeling? I feel stronger.
Okay. Emily, I just want you to know that you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Our blood may not be the same, but I still love you with all my heart, sweet girl. I hate the work Christopher and I are doing, but I need you to understand that we don't have a choice. Once our work with on the Universal Transporter is complete, you and I can run away from here and together forever. We can choose to do whatever we want in life. The principle of the free will.
Who is RL?
Or. Okay. Didn't even realize we could get memories in Christopher's memory. That's weird. So we definitely missed some stuff, because there was that object that we had, that energizer thing that we had, and there was that pedestal that we could interact with, that we didn't interact with. So I'm guessing we missed something, but again, I'm just ready to be done with this game. I think it just went on a bit too long. The choice. The choice to live or die? Like, what's the choice? Alright. Oh, we're still alive somehow. Okay, I guess walk forward is the choice. Die. Die is the choice. Got it. We're done. No? Nope, we're still walking somehow. What? Oh, we're still going. Oh, is Stephanie gonna be like, you did it! You're the one who survived. Join us in the free will. Is that the choice? Choice is an illusion. You have no choice. Which is what it said at the beginning. So, are they trying to think that they're Bioshock? Because if that's what they're trying to pull here, they did not frame this very well. Not to spoil a like 20-year-old game, but like a man chooses, a slave obeys. Oh, look, it's Stephanie. Where's that Emily? Can we free Emily? Is that our choice? Get up there, buddy. You can do it. I believe in you. Hey, we saved Emily.
Dad?
Dad?
What? I'm not. You're not my.
Daddy, please.
Okay. I didn't get a choice there.
God, an entire week and I still don't have anything useful for the report. All I've done this whole time is run myself around in circles.
Yep, this is the intro.
What the fuck is that?
Someone locked us.
Help! There's something in here. I need to get out.
Daddy, I found you.
What the? Who are you? Where the hell did you come from?
Please forgive me. I never wanted to hurt you like this. This is the only way, Dad. You have to go on without me. I love you.
Okay. But so we create Gas Mask Girl by going after our daughter who was stolen in an attempt to create these perfect
Has anyone ever made
beings.
it this far?
No, he's the first, and it appears he may be the last as well.
So, what happens now?
Now, dear girl, our work can finally begin. Soon, I will make the dilemma of free will nothing more than a distant memory in the history of humankind. And this is the man who will help me do it.
Dead.
Ignorant girl. Did you honestly think a simple knife would be enough to stop me?
Roberto, don't... don't trust.
Stay back, you motherfucker!
Roberto, you must realize at this point that you were brought here for a reason. You were always meant to be here. You're the key to everything.
I said stay back! I know what you've been doing here. What you've done to all those innocent people.
You must understand. I only did what was necessary.
Necessary? You're a fucking monster.
Monster, psychopath, God. I've been called many things over the last century, Roberto.
I'm gonna say this is
But do you know
Christopher.
what all those
Big reveal,
things
Christopher's
have in
not dead.
common? Power. Power to see the bigger picture. Power to take one's destiny into his own hands. Power to overcome death itself. Power of choice. Join me, Roberto. Let us become the masters of our own destiny. Together.
Oh, okay. So this is the choice. Join Christopher or shoot him. Well, we're gonna shoot him.
Easy, Roberto. Don't do anything rash. No. This isn't what was supposed to happen.
There! How's that for being the master of my own destiny, you lunatic?
No. It was supposed to be you. It had to be you. How did you make the wrong choice? How? To the principle of free will.
Dun dun dun.
Now I must start all over again. No matter.
Wow. The game really thought it did something, huh?
My head.
And that's where the game starts, by the way. Boy, howdy. Okay. So that was Fobia. Man. So I will say it's probably one of the more involved like indie horror games we've played. There's a lot of, I feel like, original content there. They definitely did a lot of things that, like, and not like original in like story or anything like that, but like original in like the creation of like assets and characters and stuff like that. So mechanically speaking, they they had a good amount of puzzles. They reused like safe puzzles a lot. Um, and they had the key like match the key up mechanic a bit. Those were probably the two most reused puzzles. Um, were safes and the key. And then the combat is not great. The fact that you just die and there's no like death animation, the fact you can't skip cutscenes, those are kind of tedious. The fact that like instead of giving you shortcuts, they block off paths in exploration is kind of tedious. I think the problem that I have with this game is I think it carries on a bit too long, and its story doesn't like hook you in a way that makes that ending like obviously the other ending is, you know, I planned this all and I'm going to control the world because I've created the perfect way to, you know, create these beings that will follow my orders, whatever, give up free will. Like it doesn't really try to build you to that point. It's basically like someone watched a playthrough of BioShock 1 and then like jotted down cliff notes from that game, but missed how that game is actually structured, while then creating a Resident Evil in first person. Right? It's that's what this game feels like. Like it feels like the story is what if BioShock and Resident Evil were put together, but then didn't deliver on anything that made either one of those fun. Like this is it's basically the like I said, it's basically the aesthetic of a first person like Resident Evil 1, like but with a story closer to something like BioShock. And even in the way the twist ends at the end. And I think that the problem is you have to really nail your writing if you're going to do that kind of stuff. And this did not do that. The story was so all over the place that it didn't really get to the point of like when it had the big reveal of, oh, the guy you met at the beginning was indeed Christopher. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I figured he was probably still alive. And then like Stephanie turning on him, and then that like she didn't even get her hero moment. She basically got snuffed out, so it made her look like a chump, which I don't like. And then we try to get our hero moment, and we get snuffed out, and it's like, okay, so our good ending is bad. So the bad ending is the only one that like there is no good ending, right? And I talked about this when we played Bloober Team games. There's nothing wrong with having a good ending to a horror game, but there's no good ending to this, right? Either we join the evil guy who wants to control the world, or we die trying to fight against the evil guy. So the evil guy wins regardless. You know. It's not a fan of the story. The combat is really clunky, and like it gets to the point where like you can't really avoid the combat, and the pistol, like you saw it in some, like I would point the pistol here and the bullet would fly like off this direction, right? It's like, why is the bullet doing that? Like it should be anywhere in the cone of the crosshair. Like, if you're going to do something where it's like, okay, it has a little bit of, like, zonage, right, where it could end up somewhere, it's usually in a small cone around the crosshair. It's not, like, over here, right? And so, like, it made the shooting kind of unfun. I don't know. I was pretty done with it by the time we got to the lab. I think the lab section just drug out everything. Finding out who the lobster monster was really unsatisfying because it was basically a nobody. That's what that amounted to. It was just some other member's son. That's all it was. It was someone not tied to the story whatsoever. So that made it feel completely like mediocre. Like it was just like, oh, maybe this is what became of Christopher as he like distorted into a god, right? It's like, Oh no, it's just it's Aquiles, which is Davi's son. Who's Davi? Just some member of the order. That's it. That's all that is. So like it's just it's one of those that they had so many little threads in so many different directions that it just didn't come together in a meaningful way. So when we get the end and it's like choice is an illusion, and you give me two bad endings to reinforce that, it's just like, cool. Now I don't feel good for playing the game. Because again, the difference with this and like BioShock, to unfortunately spoil BioShock, is even at the end of BioShock, when you're informed that, you know, you've been had this whole time, you still get to leave, right? You still get... Wow, we actually found most of the stuff. Secondary puzzle solved, 89, and there you go. But we got the lowest rating somehow, probably because of the number of saves and the damage taken. 69 damage taken. Nice. But it's one of those that, again, I mentioned when you're designing a game, doing too much can also be just as bad as not doing enough. And I think that's what this game falls prey to. I feel like this game is doing too much. If it had just focused on the story and left the combat simpler, I think it would have been fine. Or if it had focused on combat and left the story simpler, I think it would have been fine. But because the combat doesn't feel great, and because the story kind of falls through, a game with some alright puzzles, I actually kind of liked the overall puzzle structure throughout the game. They didn't use a single sliding puzzle, which I will give them kudos for, because a lot of games in this genre will use sliding puzzles as a fallback. Not a single sliding puzzle, which kudos. But, like, I just feel like it didn't really do anything groundbreaking for the amount of time I had to spend playing it, right? You can see right there, time played almost 10 hours. Well, 9 hours. We played 9 hours right there. You know, and I've played games for the same amount of time, because, like, as a comparative thing, because we are comparing it pretty much to BioShock. Let's see, how long to beat BioShock? I think BioShock 1's like a 12-hour game, right? Yeah, 10 to 12 hours. So this game is almost as long as BioShock 1, right? And although you can probably get BioShock 1 done a little bit quicker if you know what you're doing. And, like, if you compare this to that, like, which is obvious, there is some obvious overlap, right? Very obvious with the story, maybe not necessarily with the aesthetic, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like I could definitely feel the effort and the like, the team definitely really put some effort into this. This wasn't something they just slapped together. They put a lot of effort into it. They put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this, it feels. Like, I don't feel like anything was kind of, like, haphazardly thrown in. Like, the things, I think, were animated well enough. Like, we played a game where, like, it was Rabbit Hole, where, like, just touching enemies took a damage. We didn't have any instances of that. I think we only ran into, like, one bug, in all honesty. We did have, I think we crashed once. But, like, so it's not that the game is not, like, well put together. It's not that it doesn't run well. I just think as an overall experience, I just personally didn't really enjoy it. Now, I'm going to go to the page, New Game Plus available. It's almost like they expect you to play it again, which we're not going to do. I'm very curious, what's in extras? Oh, are these all the memories? Oh, these are probably the memories and the puzzles that you do. So we're going to see how much this game costs, because I'm very curious. Also, I believe this game is on PS5. This game is $30. I would say, honestly, for the amount of content it has, I don't think $30 is a bad price point. I personally would not pay that much for this, just because I don't think it is a $30 worth of enjoyable experience. Hey, In Space. Lurking while you decompress, get ready for bed. Well, I appreciate it. Let me give you a shout out. You're not following In Space, another member of the Crypt community, the Crypt stream team. In fact, an admin for the Crypt stream team and Crypt community. Make sure you go showing some love for In Space. Was just chatting, doing some horror game bingo. So if you want to check out some horror games that have come out recently, make sure you go check out In Space's VOD. I'm definitely going to be looking at that for some potential games. But overall, just as a little wrap up for Fobia, would I recommend it? Maybe on a deep sale, it would be. It might be worth it for some people. I personally did not enjoy the experience. I think there's people that might, but I do not think I would recommend this game. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's worth the time that I spent on it. It's just a bit too long, and the gameplay itself was just a bit too tedious. And I think it kind of falls flat on some game design principles that could have really that did kind of hold it back overall. So that is that. But we are not done streaming. Obviously, we've only been streaming for, I don't know, like an hour and a half. So we're gonna go ahead and say farewell to Fobia. And we are going to move on to the next game. So, and that next game is going to be something. We have, I think we're probably going to go with Wick. Now, I don't know too much about Wick. Oh, this game might not be up my alley, actually, now I'm looking at it. Okay. Anyways, we're going to try a game called Wick. I don't know anything about it. It's something that I've had for a while, and actually, I think I'm just gonna end the YouTube stream. So, thank you, YouTube. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will upload the video of Wick once we get done with that. So, bye. I'm just gonna end the YouTube stream because I hate the way YouTube streams work. So